Alright, so we're officially on our episode 1 because of some content crashes, but this will be our official episode 1. So back to introductions. I'm Danny, Instagram handle Danny Complex, and this is
Tomei Miko, Instagram handle Tomei Miko, IFBB Pro.
Yep, and if you can't find her, you can definitely find her on the Wolfpack page and my page as well. So, today's episode, we're going to be talking about what Wolfpack influence is, because a lot of people are confused on what it is.
Yes.
So we kind of want to cover what it exactly is personally, and then just like the goal of Wolfpack influence. So, how would you explain it?
Okay.
Just right off the top of your head.
Off the top of my dome, if somebody asked me what Wolfpack is,
Yeah.
I would explain it as a brand. Obviously, we do have clothing,
Yeah.
T-shirts and stuff like that. But I would definitely explain to them that it's more of empowering others that may be struggling with depression, PTSD, suicidal thoughts. Anybody that's going through a struggle or going through anything, really, we basically want to help them use fitness as a way of empowering them and showing them that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. So like the goal behind the brand was always, I saw so many t-shirt brands and they were just kind of like, they throw a logo on a t-shirt and they expect people to buy it, and it's like, what exactly does this brand stand for? Like, oh, okay, it stands for fitness or whatever. And it's just like, I felt like so many brands are empty. It's just everyone wants to create a t-shirt company these days, and they just, well, this logo looks cool, I'm gonna throw this logo on it, and now people are gonna buy it and wear it at the gym and get behind it and be passionate about it, when the brand doesn't really stand for anything. And so I was thinking, well, we need a brand that really kind of focuses and promotes mental health, using fitness to better your mental health and battle depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. So the brand has a little bit more meaning, and then hopefully we can help people through our posts and the content that we create, as well as just the things we do, events and stuff like that, and the money that we donate from ourselves. And so with that said, we're going to talk about fitness as therapy. So for you personally,
For me personally,
how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, for me, fitness is life. The weights, for me, anything I'm going through in my life that might be, a little rough or whatever, I can go to the gym and that puts everything behind me. Like, I don't think about anything else but the training. And then I leave there with better thoughts and just the overall better outlook on even the situation. Like, most of the situations I can't control anyways. Yeah. So there's no point in being down or whatever. But I can definitely say the weights or even just cardio, even just getting out for a hike, makes it all better for me. Yeah. And a lot of people feel the same way. Yeah. So I know you do.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you ever feel anxious going to the gym? Like, before you're going to the gym?
Always.
Yeah.
I always feel anxious because I'm sitting, most of the times before I go to the gym, I'm sitting there at work. So I'm sitting at work, sitting on the computer all day, and then all I'm thinking about is, hitting the weights and training. So I'm like so anxious. I get home and I'm like, okay, I gotta go change. I gotta get there. Yeah. So yeah, for me, it's very anxious.
What about like some social anxiety going into the gym? Like being around everyone and everyone kind of staring at you?
Yes, I have that definitely, especially being a female bodybuilder. You get the looks. You get the looks all the time, and even if it's good or bad looks, it doesn't matter. People looking at me, and that gives me anxiety. I'm a very shy and introverted person. Yeah. So that gives me anxiety. But once I start working out, I'm zoned. Yeah. So then some people say, oh, that person's looking. I don't care. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the same kind of, I have to get used to it because clearly I don't look like a normal girl.
Well, so whatever normal. Yeah. The standards, I guess. We don't. No.
So anytime I go out anywhere, people are always trying to figure out my gender, or they're trying to, figure out what I am, what I'm doing. Like, I get so much looks. Like, people are always staring anywhere I go, and it's just like, and they don't even try to hide it. They're just like blatantly staring. And
they don't.
It could make you anxious, but Yeah, like the same thing is with the gym. Like sometimes I'll feel a little anxious before going to the gym. Like, do I feel like being around people today?
Yes.
Like all that. But once you put your headphones on,
Yep.
you can usually escape it.
Yes, definitely.
And so that helps the anxiety. But yeah, even on like my worst days, if I force myself to get into the gym, like I just say, well, I'm just gonna get dressed, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'll just walk on the treadmill for a little bit, warm up, see how I'm feeling.
Exactly.
Because I feel like a little too anxious today, or I just feel like really agitated or depressed, whatever.
Yes.
And then you end up like falling into a zone.
Yeah, sometimes those are the best workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just put out a great workout and you leave and you're like, wow, I feel so much calmer and better.
Yeah, you're like, I'm glad I went.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have got that.
Yeah. So I actually found this really cool study that was done by Loughborough University, and the cool thing about it is they studied people with schizophrenia, and this is what they said. They said our findings indicate that exercise has the potential to help reduce participants' perceptions of auditory hallucinations, raise self-esteem, and improve sleep patterns and general behavior. In conclusion, we strongly recommend the inclusion of exercise as an adjunct treatment in psychiatric rehabilitation. So that's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about anxiety, we talk about depression, but schizophrenia is like a whole nother level.
Yes, a mental illness.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for exercise to be even beneficial to schizophrenia, that's pretty crazy. So, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. That's really cool. Yeah. And then another study that I found was by, let's see, Elsevier, Preventative Medicine, and they basically studied people with exercise going through depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and they showed that it helped mental health, of course, and improved their mood and their success in the program. So, I mean, there's studies after studies showing that exercise helps. So it's a really cool form of medicine without having to take pills and stuff like that. And of course, there's nothing wrong with taking anxiety medication or anything like that.
No.
It helps, but yeah. So that was the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about was fitness as therapy. I can't think of any other situation that, you know.
As far as what, like?
Just how it helps in the gym. Well, what's another situation people run into in the gym? Because, like, for me, like I said, sometimes I'll get anxiety before going to the gym. Like, I don't know if I want to be around people today and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the I would say that's a major thing. It's not even just anxiety. Some people don't feel comfortable because they think others look better.
Yeah.
They're comparing themselves to others. But 9 times out of 10, people aren't even worried about how you're looking.
Yeah.
They're worried about how they're looking.
Yeah.
Most of the times they're trying to take a selfie or whatever the case is, and they're not even paying attention to you. So, in people that have that anxiety, I can see that. But, once they get there, then they notice that, okay, you know what, there's other people like that, or, at different levels, so it shouldn't even matter. Yeah,
so what would be some advice for them? Like, because I know a lot of people, like a lot of my online clients specifically, they don't like going to the gym because it makes them too uncomfortable. They don't want to be around fit people. It makes them feel like they're not fair, they're being judged, and so that's why they go with online training, because it's private, they can do it at home, and they don't have to deal with that.
And I definitely understand that, but what I would suggest though is maybe find a gym that's smaller. Yeah. And that's not a major chain gym. Yeah. Because the chain gyms, they will have a whole bunch of people, and you'll definitely feel a lot more uncomfortable around all those people. But if you start off with maybe like a neighborhood gym, or maybe like a gym that's more like CrossFit, or a smaller group of people, and find maybe a class they're running like with weights and cardio. Yeah, I think that's a good start, because then there you wouldn't feel uncomfortable because there's not so many people. Yeah, but yet you're getting the benefits of the training.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Finding someone to go with you, that helps. Yes. Like if you can get a friend to go to a class with you, or just go work out with you, it's gonna make you feel more comfortable. Exactly. And if you don't have any friends, then you can invite us to the gym. Yeah. We'll go with you. If you're in New Mexico.
Yeah, if you're in Albuquerque, we'll go.
Yeah. So I think that's great advice. Getting someone to go with you, putting your headphones on, getting lost in it, or finding a smaller gym. And there's nothing wrong with home workouts either. Like, no. working out is working out, whether you're doing it at home or in a gym.
Exactly.
So it just matters that you're moving and you're working on you. So.
Yep.
So any other tips or advice for the first episode? Fitness is therapy.
Let's see. I mean, I really just think as far as fitness is therapy, just you go at your own pace. You do what feels good for you. It may not be the gym. It may not be weights. It could be bowling. It could be any kind of activity out there. You may love to hike, and I love to go out there and hike. You know what I mean? So it's just different things. Whatever makes you happy that's active, it's gonna make you feel better.
Yeah. Yeah, really anything. It doesn't have to be the barbell or the gym or dumbbells.
Yeah.
It could be tons of different things.
Exactly.
I'm not a hiker. I hate hiking. But
Do you hate hiking?
yeah.
Really?
I hate going out into nature and hiking.
I was surprised. I thought you'd love something like that.
I know it's also a really gay thing. Like lesbians
that's
and
what.
for
Yes,
hiking.
that's what, like, I'm surprised you did not love that.
I don't like outbacks. The cars.
Outback. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All you're doing is stereotypes.
Yeah. And I don't like hiking. I feel like it's like so boring, and then I'm like, it's going further away from home.
You're like,
so,
you're like, wait.
further away from
far.
food, from everything that I love, and then I
But
gotta go back down.
It is pretty though.
It is pretty. If I get stuck hiking, I usually enjoy it, but I would never go out of my way to hike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if someone invites me to hike, I'll probably say no. So.
You're like, no, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't enjoy hiking.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a weird person. That's why.
Well,
Getting complex.
We're all different.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's good. Good stuff. Thank you for watching, whoever's watching. And don't forget to check out the website. We're going to be putting a lot of more blogs and content on there. Tips and motivational videos, stuff like that. And we have a video with Tomei coming out in a couple weeks. It's going to be a workout video with her and some other Wolfpack members. And it's going to be amazing. So watch it while you're doing your cardio on the Stairmaster. Feel motivated. So, yeah.
It's going to be good.
Yep. So that's all. We'll see you next time.
Bye.